Greetings, YouTube. The Doctor is in. Dr. Urias Papers here, coming at you with another commentary on Dungeons and Dragons. And today we are talking about the spell Conjure Minor Elementals. Yes, this is now one of the most broken spells in the game. Right now you're looking at the Legacy version. All of these Conjure spells changed pretty massively from the Legacy version of Dungeons and Dragons to the 2024 version. We're going to go over all those changes. We're going to compare and contrast them. We're going to look at some other spell combinations with the new version of Conjure Minor Elementals. We're also going to look at some classes that go along with it. But first, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you have any questions or comments, please leave a question or comment, and don't forget to hit that notification bell. All right, so here we've got the Legacy version. Back in the day, we gave this a B, so let's put that up so we have it. Here's our arrow, and we gave it a B. And that will remind me not to forget to put the new grade for the new Conjure Minor Elementals up. So it's a 4th level spell, 1 minute casting, range of 90 feet, verbal somatic component. It had a duration of 1 hour, required concentration, and was usable by druids and wizards. I'm going to be looking over to the other side every once in a while because I've got another screen up. And so you could conjure elementals of different challenge ratings with this, and they would do what you said. Essentially, they would roll initiative, and then they would go. You could create 8 of a quarter, 4 of a half, 2 of 1, and 1 of a rating of 2 or lower. So, and then at higher levels, you could summon more. And we, like I said, we gave this a B. It's a 4th level spell, so it does take... you do have to be pretty high level to cast this. For druids and wizards, it's a 7th. You have to be 7th level before you can cast this. I thought that the Conjure Animal spell or Conjure Beast in the old one was a better spell. Now, let's take a look at the new version of it. So, it is still a 4th level spell. It is still 1 action. It has a range of self. The old one had a range of 90 feet. Now this is self with a 15-foot emanation around you. Verbal and somatic components. It lasts for 10 minutes, not an hour. It is still concentration. It is still conjuration. And it is still only usable by druids and wizards. So that's a very important thing because a lot of these combos are utilizing abilities out of other classes. So you conjure spirits from the elemental plane that flit around you in a 15-foot emanation. And emanation means it's a radius around you and it moves with you. Until the spell ends, any attack you make, that spell attack, melee attack, whatever, it doesn't matter, deals an extra 2d8 damage when you hit a creature in the emanation. This damage is acid, cold, fire, or lightning, your choice when you make the attack. So it's all kinds of different spirits. You just don't choose it when you cast the spell. You choose it when you make the attack. In addition, the ground in the emanation is difficult terrain. So this is very Spirit Guardians-like. It doesn't do as much damage. It has a little bit more versatility in that it can do 1 of 4 different types of damage. And then you can upcast it for another 2d8 damage, and it's every attack. It's not once per turn. It's not once per its turn. It's not when it enters. It's not when it ends its turn. It's not when it leaves. It's not when the emanation enters its area. It's every attack, that is the key part of this that makes this a very broken spell. So druids and wizards can use it. Let's look at the spell Scorching Ray, which is usable by wizards and some druids. Circle of the Wildfire druid can use Scorching Ray. Scorching Ray is a 2nd level spell. This didn't really change in 2024, but you make 3 attacks that do damage, that are ranged at 120 feet, and you can create 1 additional ray for each spell slot above 2. Meaning 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you can create 10 rays total if you cast this as a 9th level spell, and each one of those rays does 2d6 plus 2d8 damage from the Conjure Minor Elementals. However, this spell gets better because if you upcast this spell, the damage increases to 2d8, another 2d8. So if you were to cast this as a 5th level spell and then cast a 9th level Scorching Ray, and you happen to hit with all 10 of those rays, each one is going to be doing 2d6 plus 4d8 damage. Now, you do have to be within 15 feet of something. It has to be in that emanation, but I just want you to think about that. If you hit, so that's an average of 7 points of damage per Scorching Ray, and you're casting 10 of them. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there's 10 coming. So that's 70 points of fire damage, plus another 18 points on average from the Conjure Minor Elementals per ray. So that's another 180 points, plus the 70 you just did. And it can be a combination of fire and lightning or fire and acid. It doesn't matter because you choose when you hit. So Scorching Ray, very broken. All right, let's look at a different spell. Eldritch Blast. Eldritch Blast is only usable by warlocks. Conjure Minor Elementals is cast by wizards and druids. However, you have a wizard that can cast that you're a few levels of warlock. It doesn't matter whatever combination you have. You can cast Eldritch Blast, and then Eldritch Blast procs off your total level, not your warlock level. So you don't actually need to have that many warlock levels for this spell. You just need to have enough levels to cast Conjure Minor Elementals, and then a few levels to cast Eldritch Blast, and you just put these together. So each Eldritch Blast does a d10 force damage. You can actually increase that with some evocations. And you get more beams. So if you're 17th level, you're getting 4 beams. So 4 different Eldritch Blasts that are doing a d10 damage. Plus, if you cast Minor Elementals at a super high level, they're going to be doing 1d10 plus 2d8 or 1d10 plus 4d8 per Eldritch Blast. Just an amazing, amazing spell. Now, the other thing that you can do is you can combine that with the Illusionist's Bracers, which says right here, while wearing the bracers, whenever you cast a cantrip, you can use a bonus action on the same turn to cast that cantrip a second time. So if you had three Eldritch Blasts, 3 beams that are coming out, now you get 6. And if they happen to be within 15 feet of you while you have Conjure Minor Elementals off, they're going to do tons of damage. Tons and tons and tons of damage. So again, we're getting into that way over 100, close to 200 points of damage place. Now, let's talk about some classes that might be able to use this. Again, it's usable by druids and wizards, so you need to be able to be high enough level to cast this 4th level spell, but you could have a combination of a monk wizard. And remember, monks get Monk's Focus. So right off the bat, if you happen to be a 5th level monk and say a 7th level wizard, then you're getting 2 attacks plus, so you're getting your 2 attacks here with your extra attack, plus you get your bonus unarmed strike as a bonus action, and you get your Monk's Focus, which allows you to do Fury of Blows. So a 5th level monk has 4 attacks a round. If they're hasted, it's 5 attacks, which is amazing. And again, if you're in the middle of this thing, each one of those attacks is going to be doing at least 2d8 extra damage of your element of choice. Now, I put the Eldritch Knight Fighter up here. It's not the greatest They can cast 4th level spells, but not until 19th level. So that is not really very much of an answer. However, remember at 5th level, fighters get an extra attack. And they have action surge at 2nd level, which gives them an extra action, which is awesome. So you can take your turn, you can take 1 additional action except the magic action. And so if you're getting 2 attacks as a 5th level fighter and you action surge, you're going to get 2 more attacks. And the spell procs off attacks. And it's not the magic action, it's just attacks. So each one of your attacks is going to be doing damage plus extra damage from Conjure Minor Elementals. If you happen to be a Battle Master, then you have all these superiority dice that you can use to do extra damage as well and do all kinds of extra things. So this spell, the new Conjure Minor Elementals is in my opinion, an absolute S tier spell. So we don't forget, let's put that up there. This is the first, I think, S tier that I've given. It is absolutely an S tier spell. Should be treated that way. I've already seen some DMs ban this spell from their games because I don't know if they're afraid. They think, the balance may be thrown off. But this is a great spell. All right, that is what I have for everybody today. I appreciate everybody tuning in, and I will catch everybody